Welcome everybody to an unboxing. My name is Mizzweets. This is the Cosmos. Let's grab our nail file and open this up. Yeah, so this is called the Cosmos Tarot and Oracle. It is the second edition. I was drawn to this deck because of the images. They are so gorgeous. Look how pretty this is. I love this, and I love unicorns, horses, the gilding on it. I know that it's gilded with gold, and this is the second edition. So moving on to the back of the box, we see that this is about the constellations. We have 78 cards that are gilded and 22 oracle cards, and not to mention the 100 different artists who partake in the creation of this deck here, okay? So yeah, it's pretty interesting, you know. It's a different way to read the tarot cards. So let's go ahead and try to open this bad boy up. Noticing as I'm trying to open it up, this box is a little difficult to open for me because I wear false nails and it doesn't have a flap anywhere. And for me, these types of boxes that have such an airtight seal, it can be frustrating. Ugh. So nail file, here we go again. Trying not to destroy the box while I open it up. We're gonna have to pry it in there real quick. All right, yeah, and voila, pretty stuff in there. So we got Oracle and Tarot and the book, the guidebook. Let's start with the guidebook, okay? So this is a nice guidebook. It's a pretty decent size. It's nice. Yeah, the words are pretty small. I don't think this is in color. Yeah, this is the second edition, and this is written by Lindsay Knoll. All right, this guidebook is written by Lindsay Knoll. So let's open it up. All right, the Art Collab Cosmos Tarot and Oracle Deck. Second edition, written by Lindsay Knoll. About the second edition, I'm not going to read all of this off, but you guys can feel free to push the pause button if you need to. Using the Cosmos Tarot and Oracle. So this is kind of showing you like a little blend of how to use it. And then we get into the Oracle cards and probably what their purpose for and how they can help correlate the tarot cards and how the tarot cards can correlate with the Oracle cards. So the first cards that we have are the Oracle cards, and I'm excited because we have Mercury, and I love astrology. I mean, like, I'm not the best at it, but ooh, it's fun. So the number 1 representing Mercury. We have Venus, beauty, love, and relationships. Yes. Okay, this is really fun to look at this. I'm excited. Okay, so Earth, home, healing, and protection. This guidebook has some pretty small words in it. You guys can push pause whenever you want. I'm just kind of flipping through everything. Okay, satellite, 16. Support, attraction, and companionship. Just like the moon is to our Earth. It's a satellite. Gosh, I'm just so excited about this. This is really exciting to me. I just can't control myself. You know how long it took me to hold out before using this deck? All right, so now we're into the major arcana and the zodiac. All right, so I'm just going to give you guys a chance to pause this and you can read this on your own. I'm not going to read everything out to you. So we have Sagittarius and the Fool. Okay, Aries and the Magician, that's backwards. Aries is usually representative of Empress, or I mean the Emperor. Virgo and Empress do not go together to me, but okay. That's very strange. Yeah, Virgo is usually the Hermit card. And the Empress usually represents Venus. Turning the page, let's see what's next. Yeah, this is weird because Leo and the Emperor don't really go together, but hey. And we have Cancer for the lovers, whereas usually Gemini is with the lovers. Libra and the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot and Libra. Libra is for the scales. The Chariot is usually representative of Cancer. So I'm pretty interested to learn their explanations. Strength. Pupus. I have no idea what Pupus is. I'm going to have to do some reading. Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely do some reading on this. Elements. Fire. Air. Earth. Okay, so yeah, their elements are just literally the signs. Reading the cards. They tell you pretty much how to use it, what spreads to do, binary reading, zodiac reading, almost like the year full year spread, year ahead spread. Nice book. An overall nice book. No color images, which is fine by me. We'll put it down to the side for now. And let's go ahead and check out one of these cards. We'll pick up this Oracle deck. All right. Handy dandy fingernail file. Digging into there. I had to be so careful with this because I don't know. Because I just get excited when I have something new. Now look at these cards, how shiny they are, you guys. Ooh, I like that reflection. I know that it annoys everybody else when I'm doing my videos with that ring light, but in person it's so pretty. And they are very slippery. Not too slippery though. I've gotten some decks that are, wait a minute. So yeah, that is the tarot, the rest of the tarot, I bet. Because there's only 22 oracles. That's fine. Look how that gilding is so pristine. And of course, the words are reversed. The deck is definitely reversible. I don't notice anything that would say otherwise. The backing, I can't tell if it's upright or reversed. Getting into it, number 22, Quasar. All right, these are some pretty dark looking cards. I barely noticed that they have words on the bottom. Black hole, 21, drain of resources, dangerous undercurrent, dark matter. Okay, unseen forces at work, karma. Wormhole, number 19, serendipity, shortcut, secret link. And that is cool how they have gilding on the front of the card. 18, pulsar, comfort, stability, and regularity. 17, moon. Ooh, secrets. And 16, satellite, support, attraction, companionship. Comet, a sign of fate, harbinger of change. And that gilding again is just phenomenal. I love that gilding on the front. I've never seen a card with the gilding on the front like that. I've never owned one, I'll say that, but that's a really attractive feature. Galaxy, number 14, community, diversity, and contributions. I love these oracle cards. And then we have 13, and I like that infinity symbol. Keyword is coexistence, gravity, and harmony. Makes sense with the infinity symbol. And we have the sun, rebirth, illumination, and visualization with the number 12. Cool. I like that. And it almost looks like the chariot and the sun mixed together. Number 11, nebula, theory, ideation and process. Supernova, number 10, outburst, explosion, surprise. Yes, very much so. It looks like a supernova. And then we have number 9, which is Pluto, distance, separation, finality. Neptune, intuition, foresight, and awareness. Makes sense with the watery energy. Then we have Uranus, representing the number 7, passion, indulgence, and sexuality. I never thought of that with Uranus. Saturn, transition, responsibility, and adjustment with the number 6. Then we have Jupiter, conversation, persuasion, and charisma. Mars is number 4 with vitality, aggression, and action, and definitely that card screams Mars energy. There's so much symbology in this. Look at this, Earth, home, healing, and protection. But it almost kind of looks like Adam and Eve. I like that. Venus, number 2, beauty, love, and relationships. Then we have Mercury, business, salesmanship, fabrication. Yeah, fabrication, I do see it. I see it. It's like that string is like being woven into everything. Okay, so now we are here at looking at our major arcana. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're going to start off by opening up our package. Again, the nail file. Okay, so we've got it open, and again, they are stunning, stunning, stunning. Glossy, but not too glossy. The gilding on it is perfect. I just love the shine, the crispness of the image. They match my nails too. I really like that. And again, these cards are also reversible. So let's start off with, okay, it starts off with a world card, Phoenix, transformation, rejuvenation. Okay, so these are going to be the same keywords that deal with traditional tarot, I see. So there's no need for me to say, if you know tarot, there's no need for me to talk about the keywords that have anything to do with these tarot cards here. They're the same. I like that moon card. It does deal with Pisces, subconscious. Yeah, okay, yeah. And you know, something that I really like and that I can appreciate about this deck is that every card has something different for me to focus on based off what my querent asks me. I can find a multitude of meanings in it. Just think about it. You have 100 different people coming together to create one card. How many ideas can one person put into one card in according to their perspective? It gives me a glimpse into that person's mind, how it works, and you know, it just makes it easier for me to see into the thought process of multitude of people, because that's basically what you're doing when you're reading tarot. You're looking into the thought process of like multiple people. How does so and so feel about me? You're looking into that, okay? And having a deck by multiple artists gives you a way to interpret that to the querent, all right? So like I said, these images are really good. And something else I want to talk about is now a lot of these things like Celium. I don't know what that means. I've never heard of that constellation, but I feel that if I did know that constellation, once I read the book and I learn the story behind the constellation Vela or whatever other constellation they have up here, that story somehow, Spirit has chosen that constellation to be some sort of a guide as to what's going on with my query, the person who asks the question. That's how these cards are meant to be used to me already, I can tell. And I can't wait to interview these cards and see how are they best used. What is this deck's favorite card? I can't wait to see how does this deck intend on answering the questions for the querent. Is it like a direct answering deck, or is it like a deck that they kind of give you the gist, or like give you a way to help solve the problem, or are they just like really blunt? Is this deck really blunt, like straight up? Like, does it just tell it to you straight up? Do they kind of give you this whimsical version of the truth? Or I like to learn those things about the deck. And I know this is more like a chit chat session now, and it is, and that Lover's card is beautiful. It's crazy that we have the Cancer there. So I'm wondering, is the book gonna elaborate on the fact that this card is represented by the symbol Cancer? Like what about this? What about Cancer has to do with the Lovers? I don't know. I don't know the story behind the constellation, but I can't wait to find out, and I hope that's what the book is here to deliver. Look at that Leo. They call it Leo. But that Emperor to me is not Leo. It's usually Aries to me. And the Virgo is not really, I don't know. But maybe so. It's still fire energy. Mensa. Never heard of the constellation Mensa. But I do wonder, what does it have to do with the High Priestess card? And that Magician card is beautiful. And they associate it with the constellation of Aries. Okay. And I can see that Aries is more so about the head, the great I am. And the Magician, oh, okay, I see. So like how the Magician is like representative of that I am the creator. I am the controller of everything around me. I control my fate. I have all the tools. That's cool. I see what they mean now. I see it. So Earth 1. Earth representing the Pentacles. All Alright, I usually don't go by saying Earth. If you catch me reading with this deck, I'm probably not going to say Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3. I'm probably going to still say Pentacles. I'm probably going to still say coins because when I was like 13 years old, that's what I learned to call it. Pentacles, coins, wands, and swords. So I don't see myself using the actual element as a way to refer to these cards. But what I do like about these cards is the fact that I can still tap into these cards by reading the three little key words at the very bottom. I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna lie, my vocabulary is not that big. I need to read some more dictionaries. Well, I need to read a dictionary. So I'm hoping that some of the keywords down here can kind of progress my vocabulary, and I can come up with more innovative and creative ways of getting the message across to my querent as I read with these cards. So I really am excited about that. And the 10 of coins. That is a strange 10 of coins. I have no idea what that meaning means. I would have to truly study this. And that is a page of pentacles. Okay. Canis Minor. I've never heard of that. Acknowledgement. Okay. So if you notice that card, that looks like a cartoon type of character. And a page is usually a youth. So that's pretty awesome. They picked the right artist to do that page. This is a deck that I'll definitely have to talk to and get to know. I do like to talk to my tarot cards. Shout out if anybody likes to talk to their tarot cards. Post it down below in the comments. Talk to our tarot tribe. Yeah. So let's hurry up and get these off, and let's step into our next set of cards, which are the Wands. Ace of Wands. Sculptor. The Creator. There you go. There's that Aries energy. Two of Wands. Pregnancy. Wow. I never thought of the Two of Wands as a pregnancy card. See what I mean? That's what I love about it. I never knew that the Two of Wands could be associated with pregnancy. I knew that it could be associated with like planning, but I didn't know that it could be like associated with like nesting. You know what nesting is? For those of you who don't have children who don't know what nesting is, sometimes when a mother is getting closer to having her baby, she gets this natural instinct, this urge to clean the house. Like she gets this urge to just ready herself for when this baby comes, because it's going to be a big responsibility and it would be a disaster to wait until the baby comes before you try to get everything together. So I think animals do it as well, but I think all animals in the animal kingdom, including humans, do it. We whenever we're getting ready to have our baby, we just nest and plan, and we just have this urge to clean up the house and things like that. So maybe that's what that Two of Wands is like symbolizing. That's awesome. I never considered that at all. So thumbs up if you guys like this sort of like show off and like chill type of mode. I'm not really going through every single card, but I'm just kind of talking through the video. If you guys like this style of video, you know what to do. Just give it a thumbs up or whatever. Tell me something about it in the comments. That's cool. Yeah, that's really nice. Knight of Fire. Chameleon. Ooh. And we know that wands are about change, and chameleons change. They can blend in with the background. They can choose to stand out from the background if they get ready to. But it's all about the knight is someone who makes moves in their own will when they're ready to. Something like a chameleon. And that King of Fire, he looks like those snakes are taking him over. I don't know how much of a king energy that portrays to me, because he looks like he's being overtaken by the snakes. So that's pretty interesting. Ace of Cups, basically. The Ace of Cups. And if you see, this girl is like very faint on the sides. I wonder if she's like a spirit guide. Very 80s vibe. Oh, look at that. That's my favorite color. Partnership. Four of Wands, yeah. And my favorite color, if I could wear ultraviolet as a color, I would. See, I know ultraviolet is not a color that I can really like truly wear, because I don't know if it's a color or what. I just can't explain it, but I know it's on the spectrum, but truly it's not a color that you can see with our naked eyes. It's not on the visible light spectrum. Not ultraviolet. Violet is, but not ultraviolet. So what I do when when I want to wear that color is I like glitter. I like holographics, blue, purple holographic. It kind of gives me that ultraviolet feel, neon purple. That is something that, shit, it freaking turns me on. I love that color. And on top of that, it represents like that third eye, crown chakra type area. So I really love that. And there's my card that I like. I missed it. It was was that the Eight of Cups? Yeah, it was the Eight of Cups. That's a crazy card for Eight of Cups, that unicorn right there, that horse with the wreath around his neck. Because Eight of Cups is about walking away. And you see that horse has a wreath around his neck. Maybe it's about being congratulated for not overstaying. Congratulating yourself on knowing when to walk away. Because wreaths represent an accomplishment to me. Let's hurry up and get these cards out of here. Alright, so what's next? Our swords. Two of Swords. I don't see how that represents Two of Swords. I'd really have to focus on it. The Three of Swords, Hercules. See, I don't know the story of Hercules, and that doesn't ring any bells. That image does not ring any bells at all for me. He like cut off the head of a dragon or something? I don't know. See, that's why I have to read the book. And a lot of people, when they look at tarot cards that aren't traditional, and they're looking and they're like, I don't understand this card. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't resonate with it. I think that if you try to give it time, if you have the patience to interview your deck, and if you have the patience to actually read the book, you don't have to continue to always have to go back to the book. But if you read the book, there's always some sort of a correlation to the original intent of the traditional tarot card meaning. It's just re-symbolized, I guess, in so many words. See, that's why I said I need to read some more dictionaries. I ran out of words to say, you know what I'm saying? Lupus, Nine of Swords. So this is like he's being electrocuted. Secrets. Okay, so one of the key words was secrets for that card, for Nine of Swords. And what that tells me is that something that person might have heard was shocking, and it may give them a hard time sleeping at night. So that's why we have a wolf being electrocuted, because whatever the news was, that was very shocking to them. They weren't expecting it, and now it gives them anxiety. So I can definitely see that. Orion, skill. Okay, so you look at it, is he catching the arrow, or is he about to be hit by the arrow? You almost can't even tell, but it says it's about skill. So skill can mean catching things that are going really fast, but you have such great skill that you're still able to grasp it. Or it could be about the other person having great skill and being able to hit the target. So that's why I said it's interpreted both ways. If you looked at that card, you can rewind the video and look at it again and see what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and gather everything up. Gathering everything up. I want to see, I want to zoom in too, and I want to see how do the cards, how does it feel to shuffle them? Do they fall out all over my hands, all over the place, or what? Because that's important for me, because I shuffle both ways. All right, it did good. They're not very big. It's a good size, and I have large hands, if you can see. For a woman, I have pretty large hands. They don't take up too much space in my hand. See, look, they don't take up too much space at all. They're perfect. And they're not too slippery. They do have a high gloss on them. They are very thin, almost like razor thin. Very flexible too. Now, that Modern Witch Tarot is not flexible at all. Not flexible at all. It's actually very difficult to shuffle with. But this, I can overhand shuffle. Man, I really like this deck. And if you guys like this deck too, You know what to do. I'm not going to keep saying it over and over. Feel free to join me on my lives, and I'll leave you guys to whatever opinion you have about this deck. Watch this commercial that I created. Come to my live shows. We have fun. Bye, everybody. See you next time.